Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. I hope you all are well. Today I'm going to do a quick little video. I'm actually going to install a piece of gear to my new Honda CRF300L. It's going to be it's an SRC product. This is actually going to go over the rear brake master cylinder. It's going to give it some protection, and then I'm just going to show some other mods, upgrades, accessories that I've done to my Honda. So I am now ready for some adventures. So here we go. All right, so the SRC rear brake master cylinder guard is, I believe it's 46 bucks. So it's pretty cheap for a piece of gear. It's going to come with this metal piece here that goes over the master cylinder, and also these two spacers, and that's it. And it's pretty simple. Just going to take out the two screws here, put it on, put the screws back in. Takes a few minutes and you're done. Jen's going to just assist me just to hold this. When you take these screws out, this is going to pop out, and it's just a little easier if you got someone to press down on the brake here to align things, but you can do it by yourself. It's really not that big of a deal. Protection's a good idea with this. As you can see, I've got some nicks in the frame already where I dropped the bike.
Yeah, man, that side stand enlarger does the trick. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, it does the trick all right. Okay.
And if I do a lot of riding in rocky areas, so if I lay the bike down hard and this gets busted and I'm 30-40 miles deep in the desert, it's going to be no bueno for me. So it's a good idea to have some protection over this. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching. Okay, guard's just going to go on like this. It's going to cover the whole thing. There you have it. So let's get started. Just need an Allen wrench for this procedure. I'm just going to pull these out. Okay, just going to put a little Loctite on that. There we are. Well, I guess the blue stuff, so that'll have to do. Spacer's going to go in behind it like that. And do you mind pressing that up just a little bit? There we go. Okay, one's in. A little more Loctite. Let's get the other one in there. Okay, could you press down just a little bit? There we go. Just going to tighten those down a little bit. There we go. Okay, boom, and we're on. That's a nice solid piece of metal there. It's fairly thick. I don't know if I can get a good angle to show that, but yeah, that's gonna feels like it's gonna take a couple whacks pretty good and not come apart. So that's some pretty good coverage, protection for the rear brake master cylinder. Okay, moving on. So I also added this luggage rack, and this is by axp-racing. These guys are in Europe. They were fast shipping, so this took a few days once it got over the pond to get to me. So no problem shipping wise, very quick. And this is made out of plastic. See, it's pretty thick, but it feels like it's going to be very durable. So this is great. I can now strap my backpack and things to this instead of having to wear it on my back, so that makes a big difference for me. Next, I did the Cherubus X Factor handguards, not to be confused with the X Factory handguards. The X Factor handguards, they're going to give me the most coverage in their hand guards, like more so than the X Factory. So I wanted that in the wintertime. That's gonna block out even more wind, so to keep my hands warmer, and also the more coverage for, you know, branches and stuff like that smacking into it. So I think I'm gonna be pretty stoked with these hand guards. They were a little spendy. They were what, I think like $120. So, but I think it'll be well worth it. You know, buy once, cry once, right? And then as far as the price for this, I believe the luggage rack here by axp-racing, I believe it was $170, and that did cover the shipping too. Moving on, I replaced the stock IRC tires with the Tusk D Sport Adventures. I thus far am very happy with these tires, and I just did a video on these tires, and man, the difference was noticeable, especially in the dirt. Big difference for me. I think these are going to work out very well for me. So check out that video on these tires. And underneath, bash guard skid plate, I added the SRC skid plate here. This was 168, I believe, but it's also got a cutout in it, so you don't have to take this off to change the oil. There you have it. And while I'm under here looking at the tires, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a pair of the Tusk D Sports was right around $120 from Rocky Mountain ATV. All right, and to point this out again, this is the SRC side stand foot enlarger. The stock Honda side stand here is just really narrow, so you get out there in the soft dirt or whatnot, put this down, all it does is simply sink down the dirt, you're going to drop your bike. So this helps. Actually, it helps tremendously being that much bigger. And I think this was $60 something as well, but you know, a little thing like this makes a big difference, you know, in protecting your bike essentially. A tank bag, and she's ready to ride, man. Okay, well, those are some of the mods, upgrades, accessories that I have done to my Honda CRF300L to enhance my riding experience. Okay, folks, stay tuned. Gonna have a lot of adventures on this bike. As always, appreciate you watching. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. Adios, D-Rock out.